Do you regret that you're even having to answer questions about how racist your party might be?
I'm not even going to answer that. It's so insulting.
If you get 13 seats, that's going to be a bit of a victory. What do you think's sort of been the secret to the success?
I think people just want change. I think people, as Nigel called it, this is the immigration election, and I think people have voted that they want somebody who can actually speak up against the change of management with Starmer taking over from Rishi, and they want a politician that's going to stand up and say the right things. And I think Nigel would do that. He's got a proven record of standing up alone a lot of the time. He stood alone and eventually, won the referendum and got us out of the EU. So I think this is a fantastic time. If we get in, we haven't got all the results yet. So we've got to wait for all the votes to be counted. But it will be a fantastic historical moment for Clacton and our country.
You talked there about, saying the right thing, but many of your candidates over the last 6 weeks have not done that. Are you proud of how this campaign's gone?
The campaign that I've run here, yes, I am. I'm very proud of that, and I'm proud of.
And the campaign as a whole.
And the campaign as a whole, yes, absolutely. There have been one or two issues, and we've seen that the actor that was a complete put-up job by Channel 4, and they're extremely disappointing.
You've said that many times, but you've not produced any evidence.
It's the first time I've said it.
Well, your party and Nigel has said it many, many times, but you've
you've only got to go onto his website and you can see that
there are many people that do acting part-time. It doesn't mean they're hired by Channel 4.
Well, they don't put on strange voices, do they, when they come into it?
Is the result a rebuke of the media? This was all about more skeletons in the closet, Mr. Farage.
Labour have won this election without any enthusiasm at all, and we'll now be going after the Labour vote.
What's a good vote share for reform for tonight? What do you want vote share-wise?
As many as possible.
What do you think about Lee Anderson?
I've no idea. You're the clever people, not me.
What do you think about Lee Anderson?
Lee Anderson. Do you know what? Lee Anderson has won because he had the courage to jump to reform. There are many Conservative MPs who tonight will lose their seats because they lack that courage. And the really big message is this. Geographically now in most of the country, a vote for the Conservatives actually splits our vote and is a vote for Labour. The argument they've used against us can never be used again.
Would you like to be leader of the Conservative Party now, Mr. Farage?
Conservative Party?
Yeah.
What a ghastly bunch they are. I wouldn't want to join them. How awful. What a terrible idea.
Farage, Nigel, Paul, Reform UK, 21,245. I therefore do hereby declare that Nigel Paul Farage is duly elected as the Member of Parliament for the Clacton constituency.
I promise that I will do my absolute best as a Member of Parliament. I have 20 years as an MEP, but it's not quite the same link or same responsibility with constituents. I will do my absolute best to put Clacton on the map. I'll do my best to bring more tourists. I'll do my best to try and bring some private investment. It's over 30 years ago that I fought my first parliamentary by-election. I've fought lots of them over the years, and I've had big successes in European elections and perhaps less so under first past the post, which is a very demanding, very, very demanding problem for smaller parties. I will say this, it's 4 weeks and 3 days since I decided to come out of retirement and throw my hat in the ring. I think what Reform UK has achieved in those just few short weeks is truly extraordinary. Given that we had no money, no branch structure, virtually nothing across the country, we are going to come second in hundreds of constituencies. How many seats we're going to win, I don't know. But to have done this in such a short space of time says something very fundamental.
I mean, look, I've got some things to do. I've got to professionalise it. I've got to democratise it. I've got to get rid of a few idiots that found it too easy to get on board. They will all go. They will all go. This will be a non-racist, non-sectarian party, absolutely. And I give my word on that. But no, I'm going to, as the year goes on, we'll be out going around the country looking to build a mass membership. And frankly, we just feel that both Labour and Conservative are out of touch with ordinary folk.
Mr Farage, this is your 8th time trying.
Ish.
It looks like you're going to be elected
Ish.
in the face of a Labour landslide. What are you going to do in Parliament to represent Reform UK voters?
Well, obviously speak up, obviously provide a challenge to a Labour government, something that Conservatives won't be able to do. They're so split down the middle. I mean, they spent the last 4 years fighting each other. Goodness knows what they'll be like in opposition. But this is the point I'm making. It isn't just what we do in Parliament that matters. It isn't just what we do in our constituencies that matter. It's about building a mass movement. And if you think back to why Brexit happened, it was because a big grassroots movement through UKIP and other groups developed. So that's the plan.
Any working with the Conservatives?
Can't see that in a hurry.
Not at all, ruling it out?
Well, I can't see why I would. I mean, who are they? What do they stand for?
Do you regret that you're even having to answer questions about how racist your party might be?
I'm not even going to answer that. It's so insulting.